What is up, everybody? It's your Steve today. So we're gonna talk about the Sony fangirl once again. I thought she would have took a break with that one last emotional post she put, or saying something about like how Xbox only want PlayStation to go bankrupt and PlayStation games only talk about video games. Apparently, there is no rest for this fangirl right here. She is on a new narrative now, and her new narrative says that a definition of PlayStation games: timeless masterpieces which every gamer should play once in a lifetime will remain in your memory forever. Xbox games: to pass the time, mediocre, forgettable games, meh. Oh man, I can't stop thinking about Xbox once again. Xbox just remains in these guys' heads rent free. Now, I don't know why I thought that this person would have just said, hey, I'm just going to focus on PlayStation games with the last post they made. But they can't help themselves but to trash Xbox on a daily basis. They can't help themselves whatsoever. But we're going to see the people respond to this comment. And don't be shocked. It's mostly her getting roasted. But we're going to see the people responses to this comment right here. This person says, oh, let's see. Little Big Planet, timeless. Destruction All Stars is timeless. Returnal, if you bought it, timeless. I like he added that up in there if you bought it. Jock and Daxter, timeless. What the F is a Fat Princess? Timed out. Etc., etc. A bunch of dead franchises. So let's look at this once again. Little Big Planet, like that game is very mediocre. And it depends very heavily on people creating content for the game. So this game should definitely be a game they put to add to PC. Like this is definitely one of the games they add to PC so people can actually create content for the game. So, but that game is very mediocre. There's a lot of platforms that do that platform a lot better in that game. It depends very heavily on people creating the levels and stuff like that. Destruction All Stars, that's the game Sony fanboys don't talk about whatsoever because it did so badly. Returnal, like I said, if you bought it because that game didn't do too well in sales. Jack and Daxter. I actually like the Jack and Daxter, the first game at least. I actually like those games, but that IP is now dead and gone. Sony isn't doing anything with that. And what the F is Fat Princess? I never played that game. I just only heard people joke about that game, but I never played that game. But yeah, these are very forgettable and not timeless games right here. Xbox Studios in 2021 shooting down PlayStation Studios make your argument look silly. Yeah. This is PlayStation first-party games compared Microsoft Studios games compared to PlayStation's. And then this PlayStation game was even on Xbox Game Pass as well too, so it's not looking too good for the Sony side, especially last year. Like, yeah. Since Halo and Forza are already dying, I guess you can say they're forgettable. What is this dumb narrative that these games are dying? Like, what? They have legit started running with this narrative. Even in my other video, they kept saying that Halo and Forza are dying. That's just not true. What are they talking about? I guess they said enough. They believe it's going to be true or something, but it's not. If they was timeless, why would Sony have to remaster, remake, and director's cut them? And why would they have to vanish after a month? Yeah. They definitely love their director's cuts at Sony. Never in my life have I agreed on something so fast. What is this?
Yo, is this person retarded?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You should work for Sony marketing. You're doing such advertising for them free of charge. And this person with a PlayStation symbol to his name says, these are effing facts. Then he says, hello, it's real facts. Is that why I bought a PS4, played all the bangers, wasn't impressed, and sold my PS4? Who would have known? Ponies are still crying. You talk about Xbox more than most Xbox fanboys do. It's hilarious. I bet Phil Spencer will look haunt your dreams at this point. Here's my response. PlayStation and Xbox are all masterpieces except certain games. Yeah, I don't know why she can't just congratulate Xbox. It's just something they just can't do. It's like, you can't just say, be like reason-headed like this comment was. Say, PlayStation and Xbox both have great games, and they still have some bad games with that, and just move on. But nope. It's Sony good, Xbox bad. People with different interests. Yeah, multiplayer are in your top fives. Yeah. A lot of the top Sony games, a lot of the top games on Sony platforms are all multi-plats. They're the highest selling games. I would agree in most cases, but then there's Destruction All Stars and maybe some other games I don't remember. Yeah, there's a lot of games Sony guys just don't mention because they don't do too well. There's only like a handful of games they actually mention, but it's a lot of games they just don't mention because they want to forget about them. Xbox games, perfect to download and delete games in 5 minutes to increase monthly active users. Xbox gonna cry. Okay. Not true. Actually, I remember both storylines of Halo and Gears after one playthrough of each, but I can play all of the God of War games over and over again because it's like a new game every time. Easily forgettable, and Uncharted just kind of sucks in my opinion. Don't have to be narrow-minded to be a real gamer. Halo CE brought me back to gaming, a timeless classic for sure. That's just not true. There are lots of timeless masterpieces on Xbox. Yeah, that's just an insane statement not to say that Xbox games are not impactful in any way. Another like Halo shaped like the FPS drama, especially on consoles, especially multiplayer FPS games at that. Well, on console wise, so yeah, and it's just a stupid statement to make in general. And yet you talk about Xbox more than PlayStation because you know Sony has once one and done games. Yeah. These games are so forgettable. Why they keep mentioning them every 5 seconds? They keep mentioning Xbox games consistently, so that says a lot for games you consider forgettable. Sweetie, if 343 Industries got paid for every time you ponies mention Halo Infinite, they would be able to buy Microsoft. So not forgettable. Most of Xbox games are good. Halo 3 and Gears of War 3, most just don't live up to classic Xbox 360 games. All I see is a fangirl downplaying what Xbox has to offer. You don't play on the platform, so you have no leg to stand on. It's okay to prefer a PlayStation over Xbox, but this is the crap that we don't need in the community. We all love gaming, so enjoy your platform and get over yourself. I have a huge list of games. I remember some of them I wish were brought back, but only choose a few to show you generation after generation. Okay. I would never understand the need to always compare PlayStation and Xbox. Like, yeah, Destruction All Stars and Sackboy are timeless masterpieces. Christ alive, get in the sea, and while you're there, see if you can find an experience halfway as perfect as Sea of Thieves. LOL, at least not to try not to sound so biased. Both are great. Your opinion is crap. Glad to see the console wars are as strong as ever. Yeah, they're definitely. This is another level of console wars. This definitely. I don't think it was this bad as it was last. I don't think last generation was as bad as it was right now. Oh man. PlayStation games are interactive movies, walking simulators, and hour-long cutscene generators. Xbox games are made for gamers by gamers. Definition of true gamers, so it's all platforms right here. I don't know. You play PlayStation games maybe for like 9 or 12 hour tops. Xbox games are still being played years later. Let's see. Facts, PlayStation is better. A timeless PlayStation masterpiece is The Last of Us, which that game was on Xbox. A buffet versus a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. Game Pass, the time. PlayStation Plus, memories forever. Yeah, no played those masterpieces. Definitely not the description I'll use. Well, good for you. You're wrong. Let's see. Well, you're right about the Xbox aims mobile gaming. PlayStation aims for great gaming. Both got masterpieces. All gamers stay winning. Yeah, if you have all platforms, you're honestly doing the best out of all these guys who just want to stay loyal to one platform. Cringe AF. Definitely, this is cringy right here. Show me on the doll where Microsoft hurt you. Yeah, they legit Microsoft legit hurt these guys. It's like the way they just speak about Microsoft on a daily basis, like Microsoft did something to these guys, is just mind-boggling. Never seen a sadder PlayStation fan. Why are people still doing the console war stuff? Go outside, people. All Xbox fans talk about is that dead Game Pass. Well, at least Xbox guys are talking about Xbox service. Why are PlayStation guys constantly talking about Xbox stuff, Xbox games and services? If loving the masterpieces called by fanboy, so I'll probably say I am a fanboy. I'm more than if someone calls me a fanboy. This is the person's choice. He or she plays, which platform they game, where they like. Okay. The Last of Us 1 and 2 is better than any Xbox game ever made. All the games are dreadful that only come out for Xbox and their exclusives are piss poor. So he doesn't like any game that ever released on Xbox. That's quite telling right there. Then play your games that are seeking attention you don't receive in real life. Timeless masterpieces, 95% of them play the exact same. Third-person action adventure, yeah, that is kind of a problem with Sony games. A lot of their games are like they have that third-person template where it's like some super gritty main character who has to assist some younger character or some character that's in need. It's a third-person shooter, and it's like very heavily cinematic with cutscenes and with heavily cutscene focus with some quick time events. They all kind of mainly follow the same templates. That's why I'm kind of glad other companies, especially other publishers like Nintendo and Microsoft, they kind of got a variety of different stuff besides the big third-person action games like that. I kind of like that diversity with the other companies because I don't want them just to copy Sony's template. Let's see. You are all falling for the bait over and over again. I have no idea what happened to Halo Infinite, and I finished it. Everything important happened off screen or in a book. Really? Like, are you not paying attention to the game? Like, what is he talking about? Xbox is so forgettable that most of your tweets are about Xbox. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. He says Xbox is so forgettable, but they constantly tweet about Xbox, though. Make that make sense. Let's see. For a PlayStation user, you sure do love to talk about Xbox. How console warriors rage. Is there a sound to this? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Someone is jealous of Xbox. They are definitely jealous of Xbox. It's like I'm pretty sure they have an Xbox too, but they keep trashing Xbox. That's the crazy part about it. Definition of fanboys. They look confused with drool coming out their mouth. Okay. Divided games exclusively by the company behind them is stupid AF. I am guessing Halo 3 is worse than Destruction All-Stars Little Big Planet. Yeah, that's a big yikes right there. How are they talents if you only played them once? She won't answer this. Look at you coming here with your logic and whatnot. Yeah. Xbox, I think about it all the time. So they just roasted this woman as usual, like every comment she makes. She always gets roasted but keeps going. It's just fascinating how they just keep going and going, but keep getting roasted each and every time. Console war dumbasses added again on my timeline. I'm gonna start reading both PlayStation and Xbox now. When you see console fanboys fighting over exclusives, so many peasants. They weren't joking when they said the console wars were still going strong on Twitter, and that is as pointless as ever. Let's see. Yeah, because The Last of Us 2 was a masterpiece. PlayStation games, third-person action adventure games with stealth elements. Sounds like social justice warrior, but with extra mental gymnastics. Console wars are effing stupid, and the F-Station fans still want the war to continue. There won't be any exclusives, and the only game machines you will need in the future are PC and Nintendo consoles. Sigh again, more PlayStation ponies keep whining about Xbox. Just enjoy what you have and stop the annoying BS. Like everywhere I go online, I see only Xbox being trashed by a lot of Sony fanboys, and this is coming from an Xbox plus PlayStation fanboy. Console wars effing suck. So do you for trying to stir them up like for no reason. It's harsh, but the truth hurts. I invest way more money into my PlayStation on quality games that I would never forget than on Xbox. I just pay for Game Pass when I want to try something out or play a multiplayer game. They both have their uses, but to me, one is better. Anyone else thinks she's just desperate for attention? Is everything okay at home, champ? Nothing but facts. Well, there are a few people who agree with her comment right there. I mean, I don't understand how this could be facts when they were just complaining about Microsoft buying up Activision Blizzard, but these are just forgettable games, huh? So yeah, I like I said as usual, I don't agree with this person whatsoever. I think they just take L's on a daily basis. They just make these crazy statements that they just get roasted in each comment section I read. Just the constant thing is they can just keep getting roasted, but keep going on and on. This makes little sense, but yeah, this statement is just complete nonsense with this statement right here. There are plenty of great games on Xbox, plenty of highly rated games on Xbox that are masterpieces as well. So it's just a nonsense statement. But I'm going to conclude it right here. Let me know your thoughts down below about this post, how you feel about it. Leave a like for this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.